should definitely go see Alien Covenant.
All right.
Go see it as soon as you get done watching this video. Go find the next showtime. Stay up all night if it's in the morning. Stay up all night and wait for the theater to open and get in there and watch this movie before it's too late, and then you have to watch it at home. It's not the same.
All right. This is our movie review for Alien Covenant. So, Joe.
All right, first thing, I'm going to open this up. This is like spoiler alert. We're going to talk about this movie.
Spoilers.
We're going in.
You've been warned.
Okay. First question I have. Did David convince Walter that this was the like greater good, or this was the cause, it was a cause worth fighting for? Or did David kill Walter or overpower him?
Right. That's another unanswered question.
That's. I think that he convinced him. I think from robot to robot, I think he told him basically like, I mean, because you remember he had that line where he said like, you can. What was the line exactly? It was like you can rot in hell, or you can sit on a throne in heaven, or something, or you can
rule in hell.
You can rule in hell, or what?
Like rot in heaven or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not include that. But anyway, there was this line about heaven and hell that he like gave him. So that just led me to believe that maybe he ended up convincing him, because he was trying to, you know. And then there was a point where right before it cut, before David ends up running on the ship, it looked like Walter was about to give David the final blow.
You think Walter's grabbing the knife?
That's what. No. I think David was grabbing the knife.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I don't know if he got the knife, because it also looked like Walter was like ready to like.
Yeah.
It like.
Well, obviously he didn't get the final blow if David was in the.
Yes, but.
I don't think.
Maybe he was in that position to where.
He let him go.
To where. He could have stayed behind and stayed with the projects.
I don't think he killed Walter. I think he wounded him and just left him on that planet.
Maybe.
And then if they make another one, I don't know.
I mean, since he's a robot, obviously he didn't care about cutting off his own hand, slicing his own face, making himself look like Walter.
And he could heal. Well, Walter can heal.
Yeah, I know you didn't like this movie. What didn't you like about it? Let's
I
open into.
I just don't like it as much as he likes it here.
Okay, well, can we go into why you didn't like it?
Alright, yeah, we're going to. So, things I did not like about this movie. When we left off in Prometheus, they left us with a lot of unanswered questions. And so when this movie came out, I thought they're going to answer a lot of those questions. A lot of people said they answer all the questions, but I don't think they did. I remember ending off in Prometheus with the Dr. Shaw, right? That was her name?
Oh, yeah, Elizabeth Shaw, right?
Yeah, she was asking the engineer person, why do you hate us and why do you want to kill us, basically. And then, so I thought we were going to get that answer. And then when she took off with David's head in the end of Prometheus, they were going to go on a journey to find the engineers makers, see who made them. And I don't think we met those guys.
No, we don't. Okay, that is, yeah, you're right. That is one unanswered.
And then we didn't find out whether they're trying to kill their creation. The engineers were trying to kill their creation. We didn't find out why. All I found out was David was just an asshole again, which I feel is a flaw in his character. First of all, when David poisoned the drink in the first Prometheus, I thought that was going to be another question answered in this movie. They never address it. He just wants to mess things up. And also in Prometheus, they had that one-on-one conversation, and the human tells the robot saying, well, it's a good thing you can't get disappointed, basically. Like, he has no feelings because he's a robot. Mm-hmm. And when he stabbed Walter in the neck, he says in line something about, like, you're a disappointment, or you were disappointed. You know, like, oh, how disappointed. Something like that. Mm-hmm. You don't feel disappointed. Like, it was just driving me crazy. I felt like they were just ruining. David had a complex character in the beginning because you were left with questions of, why is he doing this? He's a robot, you know? What's his motive? And then this one, I felt it was weak. And if his motive was just because he likes to create, I don't think that's that strong of a motive. And they just also made him just like this generic bad guy. Like, he's just a generic bad guy. And then, okay, if you want to be that generic bad guy, when you meet David in this film, he's saving the humans. So then why have that just to kill them? He saved them to kill them.
Well, the alien by design, I think, to him is like a more, basically a more perfect race. The design of the alien is, it's the perfect predator. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of answered in this one, because it was like, well, basically you robots made the alien. So that feeling, knowing that he made the black alien, like, oh, now it makes sense why the robots thought that the alien was so perfect, and because that robots will calculate all these things, and then they think, oh wow, the alien is just the perfect predator. And it's just funny because like they have this admiration for the alien because essentially their calculations led to the existence of the alien. And so that was really cool to me. And it's just this crazy thing that basically was like the engineers' curiosity ended up leading to their own downfall. And to me, what was like the best scene in Alien Covenant was when the ships lock together, come down out of the sky, and then all the what would you call those, the black pollen whatever things, the infection. The infection all comes down out of the sky, rains down out of the sky, and just wipes all of them. That was
a cool scene. I did enjoy that scene. Cool.
And it happens after you see them already, and you're kind of like,
oh, what
wait
happened
a minute, what's going on here? This is crazy.
And then you seen it was like, then they showed you how crazy it was. That was a good scene. I'm gonna say one more thing I don't really like, and then I start talking about the positives. A lot of it was the character of David. I feel like it was very different from Prometheus. I don't like how he is lying all the time. That just makes it like...
Yeah, he was more deceptive in this one.
Yeah, it's just like... What I liked about him in the first one was he would tell the truth. Like, I like villains who tell the truth and they still have, their evil plan to go through, or their... Yeah, like... So it makes it more kind of valuable for me as an audience to... Now I believe in every word he's saying, compared to where he's lying every line, to now I don't know what his motive is, or how... I can't really invest myself in that character because I don't know what's real and what's not. Or, I knew he was lying about the doctor the whole time. What about you?
Yeah, and as soon as that scene where he's cutting his hair, like basically as soon as they get back, practically, or maybe a little after, but that was so cool to me, honestly. Like, seeing, because it was just like you knew that he was gonna try to be deceptive with, like, trying to look Walter. As much like Walter as he could, like, and it would turn. I knew that it would end up turning into this like doppelganger thing. You as soon as he started cutting his hair, I was like, here we go. Yeah. So okay, you say some positive stuff.
Okay, so positives about this.
I love this movie.
I love the intro scene with Guy Pearce and David, because I love Guy Pearce. But no, I did like that scene though. The intro, I was very intrigued with that scene. The scene you were talking about earlier, when all the engineers were dying. That scene was pretty epic. I enjoyed the action in this movie. The effects were really nice. I enjoyed the scene with the black alien on the ship. All the special effects.
In the sky.
That was really cool looking.
Yeah, that was super cool. And her, like, hanging...
Yeah.
Like, and swinging down and all that. That was super cool.
It's weird. David was my favorite character in Prometheus, and he was probably my least favorite character in this movie.
Things change.
I enjoyed the ending, even though it was very predictable. Just the delivery of it was still scary to me. I felt scared when she's in the...
Oh, yeah. You almost feel claustrophobic with her.
Yeah, yeah.
The way she's like, no!
Yeah, when
trying
she's
to
screaming.
break out, yeah.
Yeah, even though I kind of felt like, I thought they would figure it out sooner, but hey, if you were going to do something predictable like that, that was the way to do it. Like, I felt scared. And then to find out he kills him, right? He killed both of them, right? Danny McBride and... What was her name in the movie? Wasn't her name Danny?
I'm not so sure that he...
Danny and Danny. They both died at the end.
His name is Tennessee, yeah. Or I think his nickname.
His name is Tennessee T.
Yeah.
His name's Danny McBride. And I think they both died.
Yeah, he at least planned to, at the very least. I don't think it necessarily showed that, but yeah, it's saying that he incinerated them on the ship.
I love that scene because she's talking about building the house.
Oh, by the lake?
Yeah, house by the lake, and then she's like, you know.
Will you help me? Will you help me build the house by the lake? And he's like,
Walter?
You know, the house by the lake? Walter?
Walter, I told you about this.
Walter, David! David!
You got me. You got me, David.
Hoodwinked.
Now let us out.
By David. Oh, David got you.
So what about you? What are some negatives for you in this film?
Negatives. Gotta think long and hard about this.
Everything was perfect.
I agree with some of the David flaws, but I mean, I don't know. It wasn't a huge deal to me. I feel like it all made sense. I feel like David just kind of turned into more of an asshole in this one.
Yeah. Did he really love her? See, this is what I mean. He lied so much that I can't even connect on that level. If he loved her,
I don't think so. One of our lights.
Our lights are out, so the video's gonna be a little less lit.
One of our lights was sketchy, so it started smoking. We unplugged it. Great effects, great acting. It's beautiful, beautifully shot. Great cinematography. Go see it.
Well, what are some of your negatives? No negatives?
No negatives. 6 out of 7. Boom. It's not perfect, but it's worth it. I don't know. It just could have been a little better. They could have answered some more questions. I wanted to know. Let's keep seeing what happens on the ship. Let's see him actually kill Danny McBride and fam. Let's see. I wanted to see more, and that's why it's a 6 out of 7.
Okay, I give this 6 out of 10.
Okay.
6?
I'll get a 6 out of 10.
Really?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Our opinions plus speculation. Joseph Walker and Julian Ortega signing off.
That movie was aight.
It was so good. I loved it.